Alright, so now I'm going to eat some candy. What I've been looking forward to the entire day already, ever since I bought that whole bunch of candy the other day. Alright, give me a moment to prepare. That reminds me, I've got some chocolate in my vest. In your vest? What? Why do you have chocolate in your vest? Shouldn't you have chocolate in your fridge? Doesn't make any sense. Alright. I think we're gonna start off with something good. What is that? So I searched the name of the candy I was gonna eat, which is called Kinder Country, and I found something entirely different for some reason. What the hell? This is... what the hell? What is this? Oh, I want to show you guys. Hold on. So this is what I found. It recommended me a children book called... It's a German children book, and translated it's called The Alpaca Has to Poop. What? Why? What? What is Google trying to tell me here? So when are you reading it on stream? Am I really gonna spend $7 on a children's book for that? That would be weird. All right, got my sack of candy here. Started out Kinder Country. It's a little bit warm here, so it's a little bit melted actually, but that's fine. I don't mind getting my fingers dirty. Hold on, this is it. There we go. This is what I'm eating. As you can see, that's pretty much the same one I have here right now. You know, the package with the 9 of them. And as you can see on the package, they come also individually wrapped. And you open them just like so. And they are basically milk chocolate bars with like cornflakes inside of them. It's the best way I can describe it. And they're really milky. Like, the emphasis is on the milkiness and crispiness. Kinder Surprise? Kinder makes a lot of stuff, but it has the typical Kinder flavor. Kinder flavor is always emphasis on milk, in my opinion. Alright, here I go. Mm-hmm. Yep. As expected. The consistency is pretty soft and the chocolate is practically melting on my finger because of the heat. You're best off storing this in a fridge. But nonetheless, the flavor is still very good. Very milky, and you can taste the cornflakes parts in it. Or is that the right word? Cornflakes? Well, they are, you know, these sweet things, you know, that they also put into cornflakes. These yellow pebble-like things. I don't really know how to call them in English. I don't even know how to call them in German, honestly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think with these, you're best off eating them one segment after another. You see how they are like segmented into different little bricks? You're supposed to like break them off and then eat one segment or a double segment after another. But because they were kind of melted, I was forced to just shove the whole thing into my mouth. I couldn't really easily break off the segments without making a huge mess. So I just had to put way more into my mouth than what is good for a flavor. If you eat that much at once, a flavor becomes really intense. Becomes sort of hard to swallow too. But, you know, that's not really the fault of the Kinder Country that I didn't put it in the fridge. Overall, I would give it a 4 out of 5. Very solid, very good. It's a classic. Alright, what else do we have? Okay. Let's follow up with another classic. There we go. So-called Riesen. That's a German word and it translates into giants. I'm not sure if any of you who lives outside of Germany ever had any of these. I don't know if they're even famous outside of Germany. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna try my best to give you a description out of them. The packaging doesn't really reflect very well what they look like, so let me find another picture where you can see them individually. There we go. That's how they look like individually. Like, this is the big packaging that they call All Come In. and then they are also individually wrapped. So if you've never seen them before, they must be looking just like chocolate cubes. But actually, it's very, should I say, heavy caramel. It's basically a block of soft caramel wrapped in chocolate. Chocolate caramel wrapped in a nice crunchy chocolate exterior. Alright, here I go. Yeah. Yeah, this is not for old people. Like, if you don't have a strong jaw, these will ruin you. Like, if you eat I've had it happen to me that I've tried to eat a whole package of these in a very short time, and they actually require you to chew so hard that it's putting a strain on my jawline. Like, it would actually make my jaw hurt. Do you not mind getting chocolate on your hair when you eat candy? No, I lick my fingers very carefully after eating candy, so it never gets on my hair. I'm still working on the one thing that I put into my mouth. One of these individual Choco Blocks. I put it in my mouth like 1 minute ago. There's actually different techniques to eating them. You can either pop them right into your mouth and just chew through the chocolate exterior. Like you can see right here on this picture. I'm gonna make it bigger. Here, in this picture, you can very well see it's a chocolate exterior, which is sort of crunchy, and then in the middle you have the soft chewy part. Very good. So what you can do is you can put it in your mouth and just chew right away. Or what I like to do sometimes is put one in my mouth and sort of let the chocolate exterior melt on my tongue until it's gone, and then only the soft caramel part is left. And then that also makes it easier to chew the inside, because you soften it up in your mouth. This is if you're not allowed to eat a lot of candy or very often, then this is actually very good. Like, let's say you have diabetes, and you have to think very carefully about what to eat. And this is actually not bad, because the caramel is going to stick between your teeth for a long time, so you get to enjoy it for quite a few minutes, even long after putting it into your mouth. Like I said, a classic, and like I said, the name is German and translates into giants, which is aptly named, you know. They are basically big old chocolate cubes. As for the flavor, let's talk about the flavor. A lot of the, a big part of the experience is the overall experience is consistency and the surrounding circumstances, you know, all the stuff that I've just explained. I've basically talked for 5 minutes about how to eat them and what they are, but I haven't mentioned a single thing about the flavor. That's a great thing about those. The overall experience is mainly dictated by the consistency and everything. But in terms of flavor, it's you know, it's exactly what you would expect. It's a very nice and sweet caramel covered in chocolate, and it's a nice contrast. You know, first you have the chocolate flavor, you bite through that, and then it sort of intermingles with the caramel flavor. Overall, very good. I would say another 4 out of 5 in my opinion. I'm back. Hey, welcome back, Mikita. Alright. So I think we're done with these. I don't think I need to put another one of those into my mouth. It's gonna be a while if I have to do that. As my PS4 somehow isn't sounding like a jet after booting up in Genshin Impact. Oh nice, so you fixed your PS4? That's great to hear, man. Alright. Next up we're going with something that you should all know. At least the American friends. Let me see if I can find the correct flavor. Hey, Nata! Thank you for the subscriptions. 6 months. Nice. 6 months, now do it again. Who knows what will happen? We'll see, we'll see. Alright, next up is actually something that made me a little bit sad. Because my local supermarket is closing down soon, permanently. I really wanted to have Mentos, you know. And normally I buy the Mentos exotic fruits flavor, which has watermelon. Like the watermelon Mentos, they're the best. They're my favorites. But all they had was these here, Mentos Duo, which is... they're alright, but they're not my favorites. So I was kind of sad about that. Alright, so as the name suggests, Mentos Duos, it's you know, the Rainbow Mentos, they have a variety of flavors that you just go through. But these ones, they all have the same flavors. They're also in the UK, been a while since I've had them. Ah, I see. Hello, hey, RZ Sasuke, thank you for coming by. You're just in time for the candy review. We're going to try some Mentos Duo next. So all the flavors in these ones are the same, and they're basically... Hey, Shinobu, thank you for the follow. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the Alpaca Cafe. I didn't see Mentos Duo in Germany. They're kind of new, I think. They're in a flavor that they released only recently. So anyways, they're basically Mentos, which have a strawberry exterior, and then you bite them open, and in the middle there's a lime flavor. That's why they're called Mentos Duo. 2 flavors in one. Alright, for Mentos I also have different techniques depending on my mood. for eating them. You can bite them instantly, or you can also just suck on them for a while. Good morning to you, Shushinobo. I hope you're having a good one. Alright, I'm gonna try biting this one. It's actually 9 PM, but it's always morning for me. Ah, yeah, I can relate. Okay, so I can already say, on the packaging there is like a cross-section of a Mentos, like cut open, where the colors are very exaggerated. Now that I'm holding it in my hand and I've bitten it open, it looks very different. Like, on the packaging it's bright red, the exterior, and inside it's like bright green. But it's not like that at all in the real deal. It's like pink exterior, and then in the middle it's more yellowish. Yeah, okay, so these are already much easier to chew than the ones we had before, than the Riesen. But that means they're also gone really fast. Like, I swallowed it now, and there's practically no flavor left in my mouth. And the flavor isn't very great in the first place, in my opinion. At least of these ones. It's not very intense, it's more like supple. I'm gonna try sucking on one. I think that's probably the best way to enjoy them, to suck on them, because you get much more flavor out of them. And as you suck on them, that unique Mentos flavor comes out. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's sort of a sweet sour flavor dancing on your tongue when you suck on them. But that actually dissipates really quickly. Like, you don't have to suck on them for a long time to lose all the flavor on the outside. And then what you're left with is a flavorless dry J in your mouth. And that's when well, I don't know if you're supposed to, but that's when I often decide to bite them open to get to the flavor on the inside. And also you get to have something out of it for much longer. Hey, Lord of Memes, hello. Thank you for coming by, how's it going? Alright, no fire. Now I'm gonna start chewing. Okay, so they're supposed to taste like strawberry and lime. It's not a very intense taste, it's very faint. Some people prefer that. You know, some people don't want to be overwhelmed by a very strong taste, and I guess if it was too intense, it would be very chemical tasting. So they certainly have a certain appeal. And you can, but the thing is, you have to really work. Like, I'm inclined to put another one to my mouth, and I'll be done with that within 20 seconds if I'm fast. And then another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. So I'm gonna burn through these really quickly, without having really had any good taste in my mouth. So overall, I think for these, I'm gonna have to give them a 2.5 out of 5. They're not my favorite flavor. I like Mentos in general, but this flavor, a little bit disappointing for me. But still, not bad. It's okay. Alright. What do we have next? I just made myself disappear. Sorry. I meant to delete this. There we go. Ooh, okay. So right here I have something that I've never had before. But the ultimate candy Peko himself, damn. It's called Choco Crossies Crunchy Balls. And the condition of the packaging, it's very crumpled up. And I've seen them in the store and I was like, hey, I've never had these before. This is my first time seeing them. So of course I had to buy them. But the packaging is kind of crunched up. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because they were just standing there for a long time, or maybe they got damaged during transport, or there's sort of like something that's very hard to sell. Hold on. Alright, let me show you. Ah, okay. So this is actually on purpose. You see that zipper line at the top, which is sort of faded out. At first I thought that this is part of the bad condition of the packaging, but now that I look at this picture, it's actually on purpose. But other than that, the upper part is also pretty bad, like wrinkled up and stuff. I can't really show you right now. But I have a feeling that they had a little bit of trouble selling these. These are like sort of... I get the impression that these are like special edition experimental flavor sort of things. I've had Choco Crossies before. They're basically like cookies covered in chocolate, and they're really crunchy. That's the deal. But I'm going into these ones blind. I've never had these in particular before. I know the Choco Crossies flavor, but these crunchy balls are new to me. Alright, let's try them out. Okay. So as you can hear, they're not kidding when they're saying crunchy balls. You can really hear the crunch. Looks like Maltese. Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a similarity. It's possible that they were like, okay, so Maltese. Yeah, sure, we can copy them. Or maybe they are even from the same factory, who knows. With candy, the different competing candies from different companies are often manufactured in the same factory by the same people. It's too bad that I don't have the flavor profile for Maltese in my mind right now. Otherwise I could really compare them properly, but I'm gonna give it my best shot to review them. So as you can see, that one went by really fast. There was one chocolate ball. There's not much longevity to it, but Doesn't mean there's not much flavor. I'm gonna try another one. Okay. So one thing I notice is the emphasis is not on the chocolate. I feel like the chocolate is just there as a bonus. You can barely even taste it in your mouth. I'm gonna try sucking on one. Yeah, okay. Okay. So when you suck off the chocolate until there's only the cookie ball in your mouth, you definitely have more from it, I feel like. You get much more chocolate flavor out of it, but still not much, you know. If I compare it to the intense chocolate flavor of Riesen, then this is basically tasteless in terms of chocolate. The emphasis is basically on the cookie part. You bite through the chocolate and have sort of the cookies go through your mouth. And that's where the emphasis is. How do I best describe the inside part? Have you guys ever eaten M&M Crunchies? You know, the M&Ms which come with cookie stuff inside? It's pretty much how these taste. Just less, you know. They taste very, very similar. I don't even know what it is that's inside these things to give them this distinct taste. I'm not even sure if cookie is really the right word. I'm not sure what kind of dough that crunchy part is made out of. For all I know, it could be old stale bread that they put in there. But overall, it's not bad. It just a little bit low-key on the flavor overall. I think really the best part about these is the crunchiness. Like, you can hear how loud I can crunch with those. And some people are really into that. Some people really like it when the candy makes a big noise in their mouth and has a lot of feedback. Personally, I think it's kind of fun, but it's not the most important part for me. Yeah, like I said, the chocolate is a little bit underwhelming. You can barely even taste that it's milk chocolate, unless you really try. I would say that I give these 2.5 out of 5. They're nothing special. I probably wouldn't buy them again, honestly. But they're not terrible either. If I had the chance between M&M Crunchies and these, I would definitely prefer the M&M's Crunchies. Alright, what do we have next? Alright, speaking of crunchiness, let's go with this. So, I actually don't know how to pronounce these. I always call them dime. You could also call them damn. Or maybe they are made in France. I see some... No, those are multiple languages. I don't actually know where they are from. But I think they could come from France, just based on the name. It sounds very French. In that case, wouldn't it be pronounced like dime? Something like that. So yeah, really not sure how to pronounce these properly, but it's not like it matters. These are also individually packaged, as you can see on the big packaging. And they are basically another one of these cookie things that are covered in chocolate. Lots of... Maybe you're seeing a pattern here. I eat a lot of chocolate covered stuff. I guess that's my preparation, my preference. There's just so many of them. There's just so much you can do with chocolate covered stuff, in my opinion. These have a very distinct, unique smell, in my opinion. The chocolate, it comes from the chocolate. The chocolate of these is very unique, in my opinion. And once again, we are presented with a choice. Do we bite them, or do we suck on them first? I like to do both, actually. I like to switch it up. Let's go for a bite first and look at the cross-section. Okay, so what makes these so unique is on the packaging it says that it's basically almond caramel, like, you know, the nuts, almonds, these nuts, covered in milk chocolate. And you don't really you don't really have a lot of candy and stuff made out of almond chocolate, almond caramel, in my opinion. That makes them pretty unique. Gotta hurry eating them. If you keep them too long in your fingers, they melt. Another one of these things is probably better off in the fridge. Would be one sound in French. There's an animal called that. Seems like they are Swedish. Ah, okay. I would have never guessed they're Swedish. Okay. So, these are... I really like these because they really unfold their flavor as you bite on them. Even though this is caramel, the flavor dissipates relatively fast, unlike the other ones we ate earlier, the Riesen. Because this is hard caramel. It's very hard, like you can knock it on the table. See, and actually has an impact. It doesn't give in very easily. So you've got some bits and pieces hanging in your teeth afterwards. But they have a very good crunch to them. Really. caramel is something beautiful to work with, I think. I'm gonna try sucking on one of them now. I like to suck all the chocolate away until only the core is left. And the chocolate has a very unique taste. It's milky, but not like the Kinder chocolate milky. It's a different kind of milky. The emphasis is not on the milk. Alright, and then all the chocolate is away pretty quickly. And then all that's left is the almond caramel core. And the way these two flavors work together, the unique chocolate and the unique almond caramel, it's beautiful. And the caramel has a really unique, strong, really strong aftertaste, which only lasts for a few seconds. Or very distinct. You can't find that kind of flavor anywhere else, in my opinion. Not that I know of, at least. Very concentrated. Almost as if they made layers with the flavor, and the core of it is all in the middle. But overall, it all works very well together in a very unique way. So yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. It's too bad that they are kind of overpriced, at least here. Maybe because they're kind of an import, they're not that popular, I guess. I'm not sure about the details of the production of these things. But we're not rating the price today. I want to keep price out of that. So I would say that this definitely deserves a 4 out of 5. I'm even a little bit inclined to give it a 4.5 out of 5, but I don't know. Let's keep it at a 4. In my opinion, it's very good. Alright. We still have so much left. I'm not sure how I'm going to rate the next one. This is what I'm going to show next. I'll be surprised if anyone knows what I'm showing next. Alright. So, these ones don't have a very good branding or advertising. It's basically a transparent plastic bag with various flavors of these yummy things inside of them. Normally with candy, you have they put a lot of effort into brandishing, putting their name and unique lettering all over the thing. But with this one, you have to actually look really closely on the packaging, and there it will say very small written Böhme Fruchtkaramellen. So I don't know how to translate this. It has nothing to do with caramel. Karamellen is the German word, I guess, for little gummy things, for a lack of a better word. And as you can see, they are very colorful. They come in all sorts of different flavors in this one bag. And that's what's great about them. They are definitely one of my favorite candies, because you have so much variety in just one bag. And they are very cost efficient too. I could eat them all day. So we have cherry flavor. We have clementine flavor, I think, or orange, not sure. We have raspberry. We have lemon. Anything else? I think that's it. Okay, so this is actually going to be very hard to grade. I'm going to try each of the flavors, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grade the flavors individually, and then give it an overall grading. All right, let's start out with the orange flavor. So basically, when you unwrap them, they are like white little cubes. They almost look like a strip of bubblegum in very compressed form. You smell them, and you have this fruity flavor coming right up your nose. And you chew them, and the consistency is that it gives in very, very easily. Almost like bubblegum. But unlike bubblegum, it quickly starts to dissolve in your mouth, leaving a bit in your teeth, which can be very easily scooped out with your tongue, and leaving behind this fruity flavor. It's very nice. So this was the orange one, and personally I don't like this flavor. It's not very intense. Orange isn't really my favorite fruit, and it's just kind of unremarkable. If I had to just give the orange flavor a grade, I would go with probably 2. Next we have raspberry. Okay, so it looks exactly the same. Like without the packaging, you couldn't even tell them apart because they all look like white cubes. But when you smell them, you can recognize what kind of flavor it is. So next up is raspberry. Again, same consistency, but this time we have raspberry flavor, and I don't know. I think if I would find it more enjoyable to eat a real raspberry, because this is also again a little bit unremarkable. Kind of unimpressive. I would give this one a 3, just the raspberry flavor. Next up we have cherry. like I said, they are very quickly gone, and I get addicted to them very, very easily. Sherry. A very, very concentrated sweet kick of synthetic sherry flavor. Like if you compare eating a real sherry to eating this, they are nothing alike. And that's fine, you know, because that's a case for a lot of sherry flavors. Sherry flavored candy often doesn't taste like sherry at all. It tastes like sherry flavored candy. And this one is just a very sweet and short kick of sherry flavored candy. Not overwhelming, mind you, but still intense, and I like that. I would give probably just a sherry flavor 4 out of 5. Next up, we have for the final part of this, lemon. Ooh, okay. Lemon just tastes very intense. Same kind of deal. A real lemon and lemon flavored candy tastes very different, but at the same time, who the hell just eats a raw lemon, right? Nobody does that. Very, very, very smooth flavor with no sourness at all, and still retaining the lemon flavor overall. Very good. This is beautiful. So, as you can probably tell, when I'm eating this, when I'm eating a whole bag of this, my favorites are always the lemon and the sherry. But in my opinion, what you should absolutely not do is to cherry pick, get it? Cherry pick the sherry and the lemon flavor out of the bag. Because if you do that, you end up with a bag of filled with nothing but lemon and raspberry flavor, and you don't want that. What are you gonna do with that? Now, I think you have to sort of take a gamble every time you grab into the bag. Just don't even look. Just grab whatever comes between your fingers and eat it. And together, all these things, these different flavors, one after another, they make it so that eating a whole bag of this becomes not boring at all, because you have this tandem of these 4 different flavors just cycling through. And even though some flavors might not be as desirable as the other ones, it's still part of the overall experience. And that's what has made these things one of my all-time favorites as well. Hey, still going, aren't we? Yep. Hey Mika, hello, how's it going? We have, as you can see, about 4 more hours left. Right now I'm reviewing candy that I bought in the store. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I think overall... Wait, I think I forgot to grade the lemon flavor. Lemon has a 4 out of 5 flavor for me. And now I'm going to say something very weird. Remember how 2 of the flavors were... how one of the flavor was 2.5 and one was 3 and the other one were 4? Yeah, well, overall, I think despite 2 of the flavors not being that good, I think the overall package, I'm gonna have to give it a 4. Because of the reasons I've described. Like I said, one of my all-time favorites. Alright. Next up, with something a little bit French, I think. Hold on. Alright, next up we have Mikado. Actually, I'm not even sure if they are French. According to the packaging, they are like the idea comes out of Switzerland, I think. And the thing is, on the packaging I see German and I see French. That's the only two languages on the package. So it's probably made in the French part of Switzerland. And you might notice, actually, if you're a weeaboo like me, then you might be familiar with Pocky. And you might be inclined to think that Pocky is purely Japanese and Mikado is something completely different. But actually, they are manufactured by the same company. And but according to a friend who found Pocky in a store, I've never eaten Pocky myself before, but according to a friend who found Pocky in a store and was able to directly compare it to Mikado, he told me that they actually taste different. So yeah, they're made by the same company but taste differently. That's fascinating how they adjust to... Oh no, okay. How they adjust to another country's tastes. Since Pocky's mainly for the Asian market. So when you open the box, the Mikado sticks are in a silver plastic bag, and what I like to do is I like to open that bag and then put all the Mikado sticks in the cardboard bag, transfer them over, so to say. So basically what just happened is I grabbed all these Mikado sticks with my hands and now I have chocolate on my hands. It's the same company, right? Glico is also quite big in Indonesia. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Alright. Actually, what I have pulled up here is not accurate. I didn't get the milk chocolate flavor. I got the just without milk chocolate flavor. I don't know what it's called in English. It's the bitter chocolate kind of flavor that has more cacao in it than milk. Actually, a pretty big mistake by me. Pretty big oversight. Dark chocolate. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, I bought the dark chocolate variant of these, which was a pretty big mistake by me because I don't like dark chocolate. I know that technically dark chocolate is a better chocolate because it has more cacao in it, and milk chocolate is just a kind of diluted, cheap version of the true chocolate. But man, dark chocolate is too bitter for me. I don't like it. And normally when I buy these Mikado, I always go for the milk chocolate. Whatever, let's go into it anyways. The good thing about these is even the bitter chocolate ones are not that bad. I could not eat a whole chocolate bar of bitter chocolate. I don't roll that way. But Mikado dark chocolate, it's not that bitter. It's really good. It works really well together with the cookie part, actually. Has some sweetness and then the bitterness kicks in, but it's only a little bit. And then you have the cookie flavor. So yeah, of course, this is best enjoyed with a lover. Where you put one end where you snuggle up with a beloved one on the couch. You put one end into the mouth of the person you love. And you start chewing from the other end, and then you meet in the middle. Yeah, I can't relate. Cannot relate at all. Time to never eat those, yep. But even if you're alone, they're very good. I can go through a whole package of those within a very short time. Because you can just chomp on them. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but... So I put one end into my mouth, and I just go... Just chomp, 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 and gone. Also absolutely non-compliant in pandemic times. That's a good point. I wonder if their sales actually went down because of that. Would be pretty funny if it did. But yeah. The cookie part is very hard. Well, not very hard, but compared to other cookie stuff, which is sort of more airish, which has like air pockets inside of it. This one focuses on being more solid. And you have that solid cookie dipped into chocolate. And makes a surprisingly good but simple combination. They're just simply so fun to eat. And like I said earlier, I think it's important that candy doesn't only taste good, but is also fun to eat. It's part of the experience. Overall, I would give the dark chocolate variant, I would give it a 3.5 out of 4. Sorry, 3.5 out of 5. If this was milk chocolate, it would be a 4 out of 5 in my opinion. I'm gonna go set up my own stream now. Good luck on the rest of your stream. Hey, thank you Mika, thanks for coming by. And good luck on your stream as well. Bye bye. So, you guys probably noticed a pattern by now. A lot of the candy I eat and that I'm reviewing here today, very German, very regional, really something that I don't expect to find in stores outside of Germany. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong. And next up, we have something that's just simply amazing in terms of naming. A piece of candy that just the name compels you to buy it. It's called Wunderbar. So for this one, I'm gonna need to do a little bit of explaining. Literally translated, the word wunderbar has nothing to do with chocolate bars, it just means wonderful. But obviously, bar, you know, as in chocolate bar, it shares that word. Let's go! Yes, wunderbar. It's just for just the name. It's such a clever pun that you just simply have to appreciate it, and it's, in my opinion, very underrated. As you can see from packaging, it's basically a chocolate bar. And but the detail is in the middle. Not only is the name great, I think the flavor is also great. And this one is actually a new flavor that they released recently. There's like vanilla wunderbar, which is mostly just a chocolate bar with caramel on the inside. I think this is actually made in, now that I think it. Oh, okay, so this, wait, is this made in Great Britain? Because it's made by the company Cadbury. Isn't Cadbury English? God, Wunderbar should be illegal. I think, wait, let me Google this. Where did Wunderbar get invented? Oh, okay, so Wunderbar in most countries, also known as Star Bar, is a chocolate bar of the company Cadbury. Oh, okay. So it's not even called Wunderbar. So that pun is only really in the German version of these. They are called, well, it's not German. I didn't know that. I thought it's actually German. But why else would it have that name? But no, they're actually called Star Bar across the world, and just for Germany they made up the pun. That's amazing. I can respect that. Nani candy review. Hey Kia, hello, thank you for coming by. Yep, candy review. Defwolf, hello. Sus Imposter Kek W. How you doing? I don't think most Germans would get the pun. Yeah, sure, I guess. The wonders of globalism. Anyways, I think they are very good. Doing bad just broke up. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I hope you will be fine. If you need to talk, you can, you can DM me later after the stream. I'll listen to you, but if I were in your shoes, man, no amount of talking would make me feel better. But hey, no more Mikado for Kia. Sorry, man. No, it's okay, man. I hope you'll find someone. I'm sure you're gonna find someone who's probably gonna be even better. And I hope you somehow manage to have a good day. Alright, anyways. This thing is starting to melt in my hands, so I'm gonna chomp into it. It's an explosion of flavors. It's going off in your mouth. First you have the chocolate exterior, which tastes very good. And then in the middle you get to the main event. The caramel chocolate cream, which is unrelated to the chocolate exterior. There's a chocolate cream inside of the chocolate bar, along with caramel and little cookies. You see these little cookies here? Right here? These little cookie balls, they are inside. And they are very crunchy. They are like a crunchy treat. So it's basically 4 different flavors combined. And it's just like a beautiful symphony. Mmm. So the regular version of these are more on the peanut side. They normally wunderbar are a chocolate bar with caramel cream and peanuts, sort of like Snickers, but it actually tastes very different from Snickers, but I can't really explain it right now since I don't have the original one with me. But this one, this version with the chocolate cream inside is just beautiful. Mmm. It's just great how these 4 flavors come together and then you can't get enough of it. I'm really not sure, man, for the rating. I think I might like these more than Dime, and I might like them more than Riesen. And I might like them even more than the fruit gummies. I think I'm gonna have to give it 4.5 out of 5. Because of how beautiful it just works together. Dude, I appreciate all these forgotten, at least by me, candies. Dime and Riesen, gotta get them ASAP. Yeah, I mean, if you go into the store, you have so many candies to choose from nowadays. It's kind of difficult to even follow the entire candy game, because they, even if you know every single candy, the companies always keep trying to think of new twists on the existing ones and bring out new, sometimes limited edition flavors. But sometimes it's sad though that it's moving so fast as well. Sometimes you see some kind of limited edition flavor of your favorite candy in the store, you try it out, and it then turns out it's even better than the original one. But then for some reason they stop making this limited edition. Well, obviously because it's a limited edition, and but if it was really selling well, they would definitely make it a not limited edition. They would make it a permanent addition to their inventory. Then when the limited edition time is over, and that flavor that you learned to love is gone, you have to face the sad reality that maybe that thing you really liked didn't sell as well as you would have expected. It's a roller coaster of emotions. But then again, some things are also, just eternally very solid, like Riesen. I've never seen a limited edition flavor twist on Riesen, and they have been tasting the same since forever, and they have been great since forever. Oh my god, I still have so many left. Okay. I'm starting to get full. Next up, I'm gonna show something pretty obscure. I don't even know where it is from. I just see it in the store sometimes. And it's just really underrated in my opinion. This one is called Halorenkugel. Well, Kugel is just basically the German word for a ball or an orb. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what Haloren is. I think it's just the name of the company. And just the packaging of it is very unique. You've kind of fold up the packaging, and inside of it is a double-layered piece of paper with a Haloren quality warranty. All products of the house Haloren is subject to constant quality control. This product left our house fresh and in impeccable condition. Should you have any reason to complain about this, please send the original product with the packaging to our chocolate factory. As replacement for you, we will provide you with a box of new chocolate and oh wait. Okay, so basically they refund you the sending the post costs, the costs for sending it in, and they send you a new package of freshly made Halorenkugeln. And as you can see on the packaging, they have a sort of a cross-checked section all fancied up of the thing. Inside of the packaging, there is then like there's 12 balls, 12 little balls in their own little compartment. They look very fancy, and you would think that this would cost a lot of money, but it actually is pretty cost effective. But like I said, we're not talking about costs here. We're just judging on flavor. And they actually have different flavors. So according to the packaging, it says right there, they are made in Germany's oldest chocolate factory. So instantly this thing gives you a feeling of tradition and a lot of care, just based on the packaging. But you know, that could just be very good marketing. Then again, I've never really seen advertisement for these. They just sort of stand in the store. Anyways, this thing is melting in my hand, so I'm gonna chomp into it. Okay, so as you can see, it has a chocolate exterior, and then in the middle it has two halves. One white half and one brown half. And the brown half, I'm gonna tell you right now, it tastes like brownie. This is what the taste reminds me of. It tastes like these brownies, these really good brownies that you get to eat in an American restaurant or something. Simply amazing. And then it combines with the white part. The white part is just cream, but it goes very well together. I think those are actually best enjoyed. Not eating them by biting into them, like one half and then you eat the other half. No, I think you have to pop the entire thing in your mouth and then chew it together and let these three different flavors combine. And it just tastes like high quality. It doesn't It doesn't taste artificial. It doesn't taste poorly made. It's very flavorful, but at the same time, not too hard. It doesn't kick, but it gently caresses your face, so to speak, and just goes very well together, and is a very nice overall experience. Actually, very hard to describe too, but I'm trying my best here, okay? It just tastes like good quality, is what I can say. If you love chocolate, if you love brownies, this is definitely for you. I've gotta say though, they can be very heavy sometimes. Like, it looks like there's very few in there when you look at the packaging and you see these 12 chocolate balls. You're like, how am I supposed to satisfy my craving for chocolate with just that? But they are actually very heavy. Like, I don't think I could eat more than 2 packages of these at once. Even though they are rather small, I would say they are, one chocolate ball is as big as a thumb, you could say. Can't really see it on the picture here, but yeah, one thumb is about the size of one of these chocolate balls. And it is packed with flavor. Alright. And like I said, that double layered piece of paper with the quality warranty promise thing is very impressive. Okay, my table is getting a little bit cluttered. I have to make some space somehow. We are far from done. Alright, let's go with another personal favorite of mine. Alright, next up we have Toffifee. Like, I don't know what to make out of the name. I don't know where they are made or where they were invented, and I don't really have any clues about the origins of these. But I know that they've been in stores in Germany since forever. And they have just been consistently very good. So basically, you open this package and then inside of them are 24 of these little half balls. And inside of these balls, and like in... Oh, okay, wait, I have to describe it properly. So basically, they make this little caramel bowl. Actually, I don't know what the bowl is made out of, but the light brown part that you see on the picture right there, that's kind of the bowl, that's the foundation of the whole thing. And then what they do is they pour a caramel cream into that, and in the middle they drop a peanut. Then they let that harden, and on top of that they make one little dip of chocolate. And you wouldn't believe that when you look at the packaging, you would think, okay, so there is no way that they actually look like this, like so perfectly symmetrical and stuff. But when you actually open it, most of them actually look like they do on the packaging. They are not always perfectly symmetrical. Sometimes the chocolate is a little bit out of the middle, but still, they just look very good. Which is impressive how, when you think about it, how complicated their composition looks like. So they really have their game down. They've been perfecting making these for years, probably. So they come wrapped in plastic, and then you remove it. And then you have, hold on. Let me see if I can find another picture. There we go. So you slide them out of the thing, and they are in this little cardboard box. And in that box there's this like gold colored plastic thing where every single one of these is embedded into. And you sort of have to pop them out. Sometimes they're in a little bit of a odd position where you can just use your finger and very easily remove them. Sometimes they are like perfectly embedded in there, which makes it a little bit challenging to just get them out like that. So you have to actually turn the gold part around and give it a pop from the underside. But enough about the packaging. Let's bite into one. And the cross section of these is actually exactly as you would expect. Brown bowl with caramel inside, peanut perfectly in the middle, chocolate on top. But in my opinion, it's kind of silly to bite into them and create a cross section to, you know, just bite one half and then the other half. In my opinion, you have to pop one of these things instantly in your mouth and start chewing on it. You could do that, or what you can also do, you can put one of them in your mouth and start sucking on them. That's actually one of my favorite ways to enjoy them. When you chew them, you crunch through the peanut, and it releases this nice peanut flavor, combines with the caramel flavor and the chocolate. And that brown bowl is actually very soft, but also a little bit chewy and sticky, so it sticks to your teeth a little bit. I'll try sucking on one now. I like to first run my tongue along the chocolate until it dissolves. And the brown bowl actually doesn't dissolve very easily. So the chocolate is gone, and you start digging for the caramel with your tongue, which also gives in very easily. You scoop out the peanut and then chew on it together with the brown bowl. And it's just beautiful combinations of flavors. Okay, I just realized something. According to the packaging, it says it's a hazelnut in caramel with nougat cream and chocolate. Okay, so what I've described as caramel cream this entire time, I was actually wrong. So the bowl, the foundation, the light brown bowl that you see is actually made of caramel. Okay, that makes sense. And then they pour nougat cream into that. And then put the hazelnut in there. Did I say peanut? Why did I say peanut? It's not a peanut, it's a hazelnut, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I have to correct myself. But the chocolate's the chocolate. The chocolate is just one... It looks like a little plate of chocolate on the top. And I'm actually curious. Have you guys ever seen Toffifee in another country? Or is it a purely German thing? I don't know. I just know that I've known them since forever. And they have been consistently very good. There's another one of these classics. I don't think I've ever seen some alternative flavor for these. Here in Belgium, it's also a thing. Ah, I see. Makes sense. Well, Belgium is, you know, very close to Germany, so it would make sense for you to have that as well. These are everywhere? Damn. I'm actually kind of curious now where they are made. Let me look that up. Okay, so they were invented by the German company August Stork. 12% chocolate, 41% caramel, 37% nougat cream, and the hazelnut core. Okay, so now, it doesn't say where they were invented. It just says that in 1973, they were first available in West Germany and in Austria. And then they started selling them to Switzerland. And nowadays they're available in more than 100 countries. Wow, that's amazing. I'm gonna have to watch a documentary on these someday, I guess. Okay. Alright. Any questions so far? Any comments that you wanna say about what I'm doing here? I'll take that as a no. Alright, we're actually reaching the end. I'd be getting hungry if I didn't have some chocolate too. Nice. I'll take that as a compliment. Oof. That smell. Oof. Oh no. Alright, it's fine. We can save this. I might have spilled a little bit of our next product on the floor, but that's fine. The next one is really dangerous, man. Like, I'm gonna have to put that far, far, far away. If I don't put it far away, bad things are gonna happen. Are they coated peanuts? No, worse. Next up we have Veritas Original Caramel Popcorn. So maybe you're not familiar with Veritas Original. Basically they are like caramel candy, like a little round caramel candy. And they have been around since forever too. You see, they're also made by the company Stork, same as Toffifee. And Veritas are absolutely great. Yeah, exactly. And one day they were like, hey, we have this great idea. Let's take our caramel and pour it over popcorn. And this unholy abomination was born. Veritas Caramel Popcorn. Didn't know about popcorn though? Oh my god, let me tell you. It's a good thing you don't know about it. Wait, did I give up? I think I forgot to grade Toffifee, didn't I? Toffifee definitely gets a 4.5 out of 5. Okay, but the next one, Veritas Original Popcorn. Let's pop one into our mouth. I have 6 pieces of popcorn right here. It's just popcorn. How bad can it be? But then you put it in your mouth. Oh my god. You bite through it and it's unfolding. It's unfolding. It's unfolding. The whole caramel flavor is just unfolding into your whole mouth. Together with the crunchiness of the popcorn and this perfect consistency. It's just so thickly coated in caramel. You look at it and you see caramel in every single crevice. And then you're done eating one, and you want to have another one. You want to have more. You have to reach into the bag again and eat another one. And the sweet caramel flavor, it's not intense, but it's so sweet, like it doesn't kick you in the face, but almost like it's kissing you gently. And then you want more and more of them. They're so addictive. Well, I have to ask my sister, she's the resident candy expert, but I'm wary of Veritas Derivatives because the soft Veritas are nowhere near as good as the hard originals. It depends. They made some good stuff, and they also made some stuff that I'm not a huge fan of. But their popcorn, man, I think that's their magnum opus. The thing is, they not only have Veritas Original Caramel Popcorn Classic, they also have Veritas Original Caramel Popcorn Pretzel flavor. I don't have the flavor profile for the pretzel one in my mind right now, so I can't really compare them, but let me tell you, they are just as addictive. You just can't stop eating them. Just so sweet and so good that you want more and more. And it's also retaining the popcorn flavor. The popcorn flavor is not completely overwritten by the caramel flavor. No, they both work together perfectly. So if you're a fan of the Veritas caramel flavor and of popcorn, then you should probably not buy these, because you're never wanna eat something else. Okay, so I'm looking at Google Images right now for Veritas caramel popcorn, and I'm seeing the original one, I'm seeing pretzel one, and they also have Veritas original caramel popcorn with sunflower and pumpkin seeds. What the hell? Whose idea? What? It's a limited edition. Of course it's a limited edition. But whose idea was it to combine popcorn, caramel, and sunflower and pumpkin seeds? That sounds, quite frankly, that sounds terrible. But if I would see this in a store, I would still instantly buy it, because I just would have to try it. I would have no choice. I need to find out if this is good or not. I would probably regret it, but still. But man, this popcorn, yeah, like I said, I have to put this away. I would say it's a very unusual combination. You look at this and you're like, there's no way this tastes good. But then you try it and it just blows you away, at least in my opinion. Mind you, everything I say in this candy review stream is subjective. You might not agree with me. If you go out now and buy candy because of me, and you end up disliking it because of my recommendation, then I'm very sorry. But I also take no responsibility. I finally got my tacticians after 1 hour of resetting. Damn, that's 1 hour that you could have spent on... I don't know, actually. I mean, congratulations. Also, if you end up allergic and dying, yeah, I take no responsibility if you die. Alright, we are getting close to the end, and I've been saving up something special for the end. There we go. Kinder Bueno. Bueno. Sounds very Italian. Kinder originates in Italy, if I remember correctly. But man, basically this very unassuming candy is probably my all-time favorite. Right out of the bat, I'm gonna tell you that whenever I go shopping for anything at all, I cannot resist it. I cannot resist buying one package, or maybe even 2 or 3, of Kinder Bueno. They are just my favorite right now. Maybe that's gonna change in the future. Maybe I will get tired of them eventually. But right now, they are... they're just so beautiful. So as you can see on the packaging, that's another candy that's individually wrapped. Every one of these bars is individually wrapped, and then they are segmented into these little compartments. There's 4 compartments to every single one of these. And you definitely should not eat more than 1 or 2 compartments. If you're greedy, you can take 2 compartments with 1 bite. But I think they are best enjoyed one after another. Mmm. Mmm. So basically, you have the exterior, which is like a cookie casing, and inside of that, there's this hazelnut cream, this really soft hazelnut cream, and then they cover that with chocolate and sprinkle dark chocolate on top of that. These darker lines. Mmm. And the crunchiness and the softness. The softness of the chocolate and then the crunchiness of the cookie part. Mmm. And then the sweet flavor of the hazelnut cream. It's just so beautiful. These are usually sold foiled in a pair of bars here. Yeah, they do that here too. But what they do is they put the pairs at the cash out. I've actually heard that they oftentimes put these very cost inefficient candies at the checkout, so that children or even adults, you know the situation. You're in a supermarket. And there's a family in front of you, and the child sees at the checkout some kind of candy, and then of course the parent is gonna be like, alright, fine, we're gonna buy it for you. And they just made a really cost inefficient decision, because they could have bought the 6-pack instead of the 2-pack and could have gotten more value for their money. But they didn't, because it was a spur of the moment decision to buy it. And that doesn't only work on children. I think adults also work in a similar way. You're at the cash out and you're waiting. You have nothing to do, so your eyes and your mind wanders. You see some kind of item at the cash out section, and you just, you have this spur of the moment decision, and you grab it and put it on the conveyor, put it on the cash out. Even though it's really cost inefficient, it must be working, because if it wouldn't work, they wouldn't do it anymore. Because I was talking so long, now I have this beautiful chocolate all over my fingers. I need to clean it up. So, typical for Kinder, the chocolate is very milky. It has a very heavy emphasis on the milk flavor. But not only that, the hazelnut cream in the middle. It tastes very subtle like hazelnut, but it gets overpowered by the milk and the sweetness overall. It has a very strong milk flavor to it. It just works very well together with the other components, with the cookie flavor and the chocolate together. Oh my god. I could eat them all day. I would never get tired of them. I'm gonna have to give them 5 out of 5. They are my favorite candy right now. But there are a lot of very, very, very close contenders. It's just my personal preference right now. Yeah, those are really bueno. You know, if you really wanted to be as cost efficient as possible for those, they also come in a 10-pack. You see right now I'm showing the 6-pack, that's what I have, but they also come in a 10-pack. And sometimes they even sell a double 6-pack, where the 6-packs are just taped together at the back, which totals to 12. And then sometimes they have special offers where the 12ers, the 12 packs are more cost efficient than the 10 packs. But it really depends. Like I said, we're not judging the cost effectiveness of the candies, we're just going purely by flavor. Alright. I think I bought too much candy. Like, I'm struggling here. Oh no, I just realized. Oh no, I forgot about one. I have Chupa Chups bubblegum here. Yeah, no. Yeah, eating one of these is gonna take like 10 minutes. Yeah. Screw it. I'm skipping out on that one. That's not really fitting in the middle of all that chocolate. Yeah, but that's how I operate in when I go buying for candy. I just chuck whatever looks good into my shopping cart. And I was kind of in the mood for a lollipop, so I bought them. But I'm not gonna review them. Oof. Oh my god, what a hole. It's just too much. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I think I'm starting to go blind from chocolate overdose. Everything is blurry. Diabetes. Yeah. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. Right, I was gonna play Getting Over It. And we are also going to play OJ, right? But no, nobody's here. So, I'm gonna play Getting Over It first. We only have 3 hours left, man. Am I gonna have to turn this into a 14-hour stream?